Right, here we are. Welcome back to the Wood Food Guide. I've got my pizza stations like I did last week all set up. I've got my silicone mat set up. Inside of that tub there is semolina, and here we have just plain flour. Inside these two little dishes, that is the Pizza Express dough from Tesco's. It's just chilled, so I took it out about 2 o'clock this afternoon, cut it into a ball shape and put it into these balls with a tiny bit of olive oil just to stop it sticking. Best thing I've seen here on YouTube is to take one of the balls, just dump it straight into the flour, just like that, and then flick it over straight into the flour as well. And then just straight onto the board. I will apply a bit of flour, and I'll keep my pizza spatula ready there if I do need to get some extra flour underneath if it starts to stick. So what I'm going to do now is just start to press out to the shape of the pizza. Couple of ways of doing this. The biggest cheat way is just get a rolling pin and just roll it out, but you lose a lot of the air. I can tell that the dough's nicely what I call rested from the point of view it's been outside of the fridge for say about 2 to 3 hours. I am absolutely rubbish at shaping pizza, so I've just got that to about 8 inch. So unfortunately, because I don't have my tripod set up still, I'm going to pause it now and then use a method called the steering wheel just to get it into shape and not get it too thin. And then we're going to pre-bake the pizza bases in the oven. So I fancy putting some really heavy toppings on. If you make your pizza bases too thin and you put the toppings on too heavy and too thick, they often do stick to the base of your pizza oven. That's with any pizza oven. So tonight I'm gonna again make these pizza bases, pre-cook them, and then we're gonna load with the pizza toppings. So I'm just gonna start using what we call the steering wheel method. I'll demonstrate this more when I've got my tripod set up and I know where I'm going to base the camera and everything like that. But for now, I'll get them ready, put them on boards, make sure there's some semolina previously so they don't stick to the boards. We'll pre-cook them and then we'll start loading them up. So see you very shortly. So here we go. I've got that roughly to about maybe 11 inches size pizza. Had a couple of holes, so I just folded it back over. So what I'm going to do now is take my pizza peel, which is over here just on the Gosney. You can see the Gosney XL, fabulous bit of kit. I cannot say how great this pizza oven is. So you can see it's up to 337. So I'm going to take my pizza peel out. I'm obviously doing this all one-handed, so I'm going to take my tub of semolina, just place that over there. Just going to lay some semolina down and then try and get it onto the pizza peel. You can see here, so that's nicely onto the pizza peel. What I'm going to do with that now is just pre-cook into the oven. I'm going to do a lot of pre-cooking. We're just going to get it just to lift and rise up. I'm going to just turn it down here on the side, because as I say, all we're doing is pre-cooking. The base is lovely and warm. Just want a slight bit of colour. Just going to do our turn with the hand, which is easy. Back on. It's doing really quickly, so I think that might be enough just to get our toppings on. So happy with that. Looking at it, I'll just do one more quick turn. Close to the burner, cooks a lot faster than anywhere else on the pizza oven. So I just want to get a rise on the crust. I think that'll be enough. So underneath here I've got one of my pre-prepared boards. Just a tiny bit of semolina just on the board, stop it sticking. Get the pizza base out, and then we're going to apply the toppings. So there is what I would like. I'd like to think that's the perfect pizza base, just ready to load up the pizza toppings. As I say, if you load them up too heavy, they will just stick completely to your pizza. So now I'm going to make the third one and then load it up, ready to roll. Right, this is my first pizza ready to go in. On this we've got our tomato base. You can buy it in a can off Tesco's, around the make your own. It gives you a lot of speed. I've got some 4 cheese mix, just trying different cheese mixes at the moment. Inside of here we've got some special pepperoni, just pepperoni specifically for pizza. I'm trying to say that without your teeth in. So what you've got to remember is when you're doing pizza, you've got to remember the 6 P's. Prior preparation prevents pizza poor performance. So it's just a little one that I've rewrote myself. So we're going to throw this now into the pizza oven, the Gosney. I prefer using the Gosney pizza peel. This is the balanced peel, which I find is really good. So that's onto the pizza peel now, and then into the oven. Turn the temperature right down, but it is about 30 degrees outside. Just want this cheese to just start to change, and then I'll give it a quick turn. Pepperoni, for some reason, on this type of pizza is just absolutely divine. So I'm gonna get my pizza peel now in, get it onto the Gosney. This is the Gosney mantle shelf. It just helps with it, give you a bit more space, a bit more time. What I've learned to do is don't do anything else while you're cooking pizzas, because you will destroy them. So you've got to keep your eye on them at all times. So that's, believe it or not, ready to turn again. Just giving it another turn, just trying to get an even cook. I'll turn this about 3 or 4 times just till I get the cheese at the right temperature. This one's going to be for my daughter. It's looking really good, so I'm going to probably do this for the last turn now. As I say, this will be a lot better once I get the tripod set up. So that's in for where I would class as the final turn. Smelling absolutely gorgeous. So I think that's done, ready to go. So into the oven, pizza peel. Really happy with that. Excuse the pun, it does appeal. And now I'm going to use my favourite weapon of mass destruction, which is the Gosney Rocker. Quite sharp, nice piece of kit, and I absolutely love it. So I'll just slice this up now because I need to be hands-free and concentrate. So I've just used my rocker, following the lines on the pizza board. These pizza boards, as I say, I've mentioned them before in the videos, just got them off Amazon, coming in different sizes. So this is the I think this is one of the larger size boards, which is capable of taking a 16-inch pizza. And the great thing is it saves on plates as well and washing up. So the whole point of enjoying outdoor cooking, as you can see, lovely day to day. There's Holly, who refuses to go out into the shade. She just loves it in the sun. So that is the pizza already on the board. I'm going to move that over the table now and let everybody dig in. So no plates required, and I don't think it'll take very long for this to be devoured. Bye for now. So what I'm going to do now, I've just had 10 out of 10 out of my daughter's pizza. I'm going to take the pizza base and load it up with the pizza base, which as I say, I bought from Tesco. I'm just learning how to get, I would say, you know, the best pizza that we can. I've tried making my own dough, and I just think this is just the best way for obviously our family's lifestyle. Friday nights is always pizza night, so that's the base loaded up. Gonna get a base layer of cheese on. Then I'm gonna start adding very thinly sliced mushrooms. Have to thinly slice them, otherwise they just don't cook. What I may even try is some of my homegrown basil, which is just on the edge of gazebo there. Absolutely loving the sun. You have to keep it well watered. Doesn't like any drought conditions at all. So some nice Wiltshire cured ham. Just going to go out in the garden now. Getting the garden returfed next week, which should be lovely. So just going to take a big clump off my basil plant. Back in. Just break it up. Pause for a second. Doing it with one hand is not good. It was important when cooking, so I've just put my basil on there, and as nobody can say, but as per the advert, there's some Galbani mozzarella. Just give my hands a good old wipe. I'm going to go into the 4 cheese now and just lightly sprinkle that across. Here's my garlic infused oil, Just picked this up from Aldi, spotted it one day. Make sure you give it a good old shake, then off with the top, finger over the end, and just give it a light old drizzle with the garlic oil. It really does bring something to the dish, and it also helps to cook the pizza. So back over, get my pizza peel. If I hadn't done the two-stage cooking where preparing the base first, it really is a schoolboy error not doing your bases first, because otherwise when you're heavily laden on the toppings like I have, it just basically creates holes and sticks. So you can see how easy that slid off pizza peel, and it's now in the oven. Oven's up to 409. It's pretty accurate, but I find that my infrared thermometer is far more accurate. And as I say, there's the Cosney just shooting over the top. Just make sure it is reduced down to low, which it is. I don't want it to do too fast. So far looking really good. I don't know why when I look at other pizza vlogs, they always say, yeah, it's nice having leoparding, but I really cannot stand black dough into the pizza oven, onto the peel. Let's give that a turn and back in. What I'm looking for now is a little bit of a rise in the crust and the cheese to start to cook. Mushrooms are really hard to do, as I said, but you just gotta cut them really, really thinly. Going back in now. Give it another quarter of a turn. As I can see, it's got some really nice colouring on it now, the way we like it. As I say, when you're cooking your own pizzas at home, this is the great thing. You can decide how much or how little you want it cooking. And I've noticed it's a little bit more difficult to get the correct temperature with this warm weather that we're having. I think at the moment it's 30 degrees outside. One last turn and back in. Just going to go over here, get the pizza board. There's the pizza board ready. Get me famous Cosney rocker. And then in, and I think that is perfectly cooked to the way that my wife likes a pizza cooked. So now I'm going to take the rocker and cut it up as before. So that's the pizza out and ready to serve. I'm just going to walk it over now, go and have some pizza, come back, roast some more dough, and then I'm going to make my famous garlic bread, which everybody seems to like. Bye for now.